was wearing them today when I was gardening outside, and I was like, these probably aren't I was getting dirt all over everything. So I was like, but I wanted to wear the sandals, right? It was nice outside.
I was gonna say, I wore today the sandals that are later in the show. That one. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
The recovery ones. So.
Yes, those are great.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's sandal season. We're ready for sandals, but we want sandals that are going to stick with us, that are going to support us, that are not just flimsy little, almost like cardboard underneath our feet. This is Ryka's adjustable sport sandal. It's really sporty and beautiful in that same way that Leilani, you were just talking about, sort of making the feminine a little bit strong, but still keeping the beautiful feminine details. And I think we've done that. You've done that. I shouldn't speak. I haven't done any of it. But you get that in the beautiful straps, especially at here where you get a little bit of that metallic.
Silver, yes.
So beautiful. And then in this case, you have the molded footbed. So everything is going to be supporting you every single step of the way. And it's that kind of custom fit because there's hook and loop closure to make sure everything is going to be a really customized fit to you. Okay, I know you're like, Rachel, stop talking. I want to order. Let's go through the colors because at under $60, I know you're looking at these and thinking, yeah, this is that beautiful kind of sneaker bottom with a sandal.
And again, with like a maxi skirt, maxi dress, the wide like flowy pants, you know, like this is perfect.
Gosh, it's perfect. This is going to be your oyster gray.
Yes.
This is oyster gray. Beautiful oyster gray. Manor blue. I love those blends of blue. And then very chic is that black option. And we have one more, which is tapioca beige.
And that's got the gold, yes.
Okay, that's
that
most
pair.
limited. I don't blame you. I love that. Okay, 5 through 12, whole and half sizes, and medium and wide widths. Ryka also, I mean, they're just amazing at medium and wide too. So if you are someone who needs that wider fit, please just stay right here because we've got a whole array. Only one shoe in the show is not available in medium and wide. So,
but I'll explain why.
Yes.
When we're talking about it. Okay, so what was really nice about this is, you know, just the introduction of what is a sports sandal? So a sports sandal, on just really basic terms, is we're going to give you a sneaker bottom underneath the sandal. And then from one level of, okay, it's a sneaker bottom, but is there support? So I want to show you how it's molded. So that's coming up to lift up and support the arch. So you're gonna feel firmness on here. There's a little bit of bounce back, but most of it is like a firm arch support. And there's a little bit, it's not as deep as like my sneakers, but like some depth to that heel cup area, which is really important. So that's what you're gonna feel. So it's not just the cushioning of that sneaker bottom, but also the support that you get underneath the arch. Now the other thing too, especially with slides and slip-ons, sometimes there's not adjustability because it's just like a band that's going across. And that was always my issue. And for some of us, like we need to either make it a little wider, or I know girls that want the instep to feel a little bit more supported. So to have that ability to like pull up and like tighten it up on that instep, and then change it as the day goes on. Because as the day goes on, like, you know, sometimes our foot like changes.
That's what I love about it. Especially, I notice it most when I'm traveling somewhere and I'm walking the whole entire day. And that can be the difference between your foot completely hurting at the end of the day and just loosening it a little bit to give yourself a little bit more breathing room. And then not having all of that kind of crushing pain.
Yes. Now the other thing too with all this, because you know this is like a nice flexible material. It's a mesh, but it's almost, it kind of reminds me of like that scuba type material, especially like underneath. Like everything's soft against your skin, okay, and it's breathable. But the other thing that's different is that here, where it needs to be wider around the top of the foot, it's like way more flexible, and then slightly, not a lot, but slightly less flexible towards the toe. That's actually going to prevent you from sliding forward.
I see.
You know, so that your toes, like, you know, don't go off the shoe. Because that's the other thing. I've been in slides before where it's too loosey-goosey in the front, and you're like, why is my foot like going forward? So again, a true sports sandal bears in mind that you're going to walk in this, you're going to move in this.
Can it go in the water?
It can get wet. You're just going to air dry it. It's not so much like a machine wash like kind of a thing, but definitely like you can spot clean, just use a gentle cleanser in the sink kind of a thing and you're good.
Amazing. Okay, this is going to be your beautiful oyster gray. In the center, manor blue, most popular there. Here's your black. And then if you love that little gold detail, go with the tapioca beige. 5 through 12, whole and half sizes, medium and wide widths. That's a great sort of alternative to your sneakers on the weekend, right? Just throw those on instead. Really great. These are darling. This is a really